Welcome to the podcast you're probably listening to because quarantine is killing you and you need something to do. I'm Josiah.
I'm Jackson.
I'm Tanner.
Today we're going to be discussing driving, bad decisions, apparently I'm a robot, and drama.
Yep.
So I guess we're starting with driving.
Yep. Well,
we're all old enough to drive.
Yeah, we are. I recently started driving on the interstate, and as I have discovered, the faster you are driving on a road, the crazier people tend to be.
No, the dumber. I've driven the Tuscaloosa run to and from twice now. It is the worst.
Okay, I was driving down I don't remember which interstate. Some nearby, one of the ones in
probably
459 in our state.
Wow, an interstate within our state. My God.
I know, Pacific, right? Well, while I merge into the interstate, and the dude behind me just lays on his horn and just swerves around me, just like I'm just like,
no.
Oh, what?
The first time I ever got on the interstate, it was in oh God, I don't remember where it was. It was somewhere like middle of nowhere, and on the ramp sitting is a sheriff, sorry. I'm thinking, oh, you're fucking kidding me. Because like halfway through, like as you're getting on the ramp, it just kind of goes from like 40 to 70 just instantly.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like, I guess I can speed. All right, I'm gonna gun it. What's worse is the fact that when you're driving around Tuscaloosa, from what I've figured out and what I've seen, state troopers crawl throughout that area. They are everywhere.
Yes, just wait.
Where it is where
Tuscaloosa on the way down to Tuscaloosa.
I mean, it is where University of Alabama is. So like,
known for giving out tickets.
Yeah,
for speeding.
A lot of tickets. Like
there's
actually a really funny story. So my mom and my brother were driving through, and all of a sudden my brother sees a cop car. At the top of his lungs, he yells, "Police!" As he's saying that, she slams on the brakes. I thought myself, I wish I could have been there. I so wish I could have been there.
Oh, that would be I'm gonna do that when my brother starts driving. Just randomly yell from the back, "It's the cops!"
No, like please. Let me be there. Let me be there for when you start teaching him to drive.
Because that would be hilarious. If he like slams on the brakes, then I will dog. If he just is like, okay, so what?
I was driving through yesterday, and my dad's like, "Now careful around here because Vestavia is known for giving out tickets." I'm like, "Am I speeding?" I haven't been on an interstate before yet.
Trust me, it's
interesting.
It's interesting, yeah.
The first time you go on, you're just like, okay, hold up.
I will say though, it's really good for logging a lot of hours in.
Oh yeah.
Because I got on my insurance app, I got like close to 2.5 hours in driving just in the interstate alone.
Yeah,
wow. Like my app yesterday. My app yesterday, I got 80 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just drove to my grandmother's house and back.
Your parents are just like you ask your parents, can we go on a drive? And like 2.5 hours later, you've just driven around the entire city and gone to other ones as well.
Pretty much.
That's how my dad does it, and I love doing it that way because my goal is to know the back roads. So that way when someone says, go this way, I go another way.
You go, nah, this way.
Nah, I don't see you behind the wheel.
Oh, okay. So whenever my entire family is going somewhere and I'm driving, my dad tends usually when my dad sits in the back, he will randomly like tap me on the shoulder and just be like, "Oh, by the way," and he'll just give me some like advice or something, and then I'll be like, "Okay, no backseat driving, by the way," and just
no. First of all, Oh, so I was gonna say, here's how my dad does it. Oh, by the way, like half a mile down the road, you shouldn't have done that back there. Just keep that in mind. I'm like, thank you, thanks, Dad. That
It's like,
my dad
very
just
clear.
says it while I'm driving, but he won't, like, he'll just kind of say it nonchalantly, like, just say this. I'm like, oh.
See,
yeah.
now
but
it
my mom, on
depends
the other
for
hand,
me. Oh God.
my mom, on the other hand, is a lot worse because she'll say it repetitively and just like do this. I'm like, I am.
Exactly.
It's bad.
Okay. So I like to drive. Sorry.
When you're driving with your dad, so he like tells you what you should have done afterwards.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so like
Pretty much.
you're like 30 minutes along, and he's like, oh, by the way, 10 minutes ago, yeah, you probably should not have run over that guy. Is that like?
Hopefully Tanner's not running over people in the first place.
Well, I feel like Tanner would run over some people.
Would is different than has and will.
Nah, yeah. You probably like. There's some people that I feel like anybody would run over, like Adolf Hitler.
Not everyone would have ran over him.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've driven your family?
Like
time wise.
Something like that.
How long?
Like 3 hours.
The longest I've driven is 40 minutes, and then 80 if you count the trip back.
Yeah.
I think the longest for me is like 2 hours, something like that. Collectively, not in one trip.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, because here's how my family does it. We get out, and we get out. We don't come back until we've gotten most of the things done.
Yeah.
Leave all the important things to be done later, when it's last minute.
Well, so I haven't started driving my family until after quarantine started, and so I just drove them to a park, but like I can't, like my parents won't take anyone to the stores at all.
Yeah.
Same. Like it's just them. So I don't have a chance to drive anyway.
Yeah.
My mom asks me to take her to the store. I can't blame her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because think of it, I'm not a small person.
Yeah.
By any means.
You're not.
And,
nope.
And both of you have seen my mom, so you know she's a bit short.
Yeah.
So it's the sense of security that the big person brings.
My mom goes with my dad, so I mean.
Well, my dad works in Homewood, so that's not the best thing to do.
My dad used to work in Homewood. He doesn't. Well, I'm not sure. Where does your dad work? What does he do?
IT for Bryant Bank.
My dad does. I'm not sure. I know he works at BBVA. He's moved around a lot in BBVA. I know he used to be an underwriter. And at one point he worked QA.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the most interesting place you've driven?
At one point I drove. My mom was just like, okay, turn left onto this road, and keep going until the road ends.
Let me think.
So I drive for like an hour, and eventually the road there's a giant like roadblock right there, and it's just like, apparently I don't know what it was, but basically the road went from a 2-lane highway. It went from that to this tiny little dirt road, and there's a sign that just said Bessemer. I'm just like, well, I think the road's ended. So let's turn around and head back.
Oh God, where is the? Oh, okay. So, if you get off Tuscaloosa at a exit called Coaling, you've literally hit what everyone thinks Alabama looks like: trailer parks left and right, middle of nowhere.
Yes, I've been there.
You've been to Coaling, so you know there's nothing there.
No. Everybody thinks that but it's not as bad as some people think. I mean, yeah, occasionally you get the occasional crazy redneck
You get the constant feeling you're about to be shot. That's what I get the feeling of. Like,
I haven't driven
legitimately
many interesting places. I think the most interesting place I've been is probably the back roads of the high school. I mean, they're pretty interesting.
No.
Sort of.
Have you ever driven from Hoover to Pelham to Helena?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, where like you're driving through Pelham, you get to nowhere, and all of a sudden you hit this small little town, and it's just like, is this all of it? Is this all it is?
Yeah, I have friends who like go to school at Helena High, and I'm like, I expected it to be like a decent size town,
No,
area.
It's like a small little mining town. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Like,
I like stop by and I'm just like, wait.
It's one of those towns like.
Wait, how
you drive through there and you feel like you blinked and you're gone.
You're like, okay, there was a Target, there was a Chick-fil-A,
that might have been a Walmart.
Wait, where'd the town go?
Exactly. No, there was a really, really small little town, just somewhere in Helena, had a really great river and waterfall. It felt like I was driving through like every stereotypical Western town in a car. Like all the houses and buildings were in a line along the main street. You had like people walking back and forth. They were all white picketed fence. I'm thinking to myself, have I time traveled or something? Just like, where are we? I must be in like the middle of nowhere. And knowing this state, that can happen very fast.
Yeah. Oh, so a while back, my family went on this biking trail, and the trail is like 55 miles or something crazy like that. But basically, it starts like in Alabaster, and then it just keeps on going, all the just I don't know how far it goes, but we went through about 5 really, really tiny towns. Like, you go through the town, it has 3 streets. One of them's named Main Street, one of them's named Railroad, and one of them's called like Airport Road. And that's it.
I've been on a trail, like a bike trail, sort of, that was it's Chief something trail, I think. But it goes from somewhere around here, around or Alabaster or something, to Georgia, past the state line. And I rode with the Boy Scouts the entire thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
We ended up just camping along the trail, and it got freezing. So we woke up and everything was ice.
So I told you, most of you, Josiah and Jackson, you both know pretty much some of my family.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jackson, you've met my grandfather.
Yes.
The old Miss one.
Yeah.
I've asked him to take me to the gun range later this week, and I'm a little nervous. Because this is the same man that when my brother was younger, like early 15, his first driving experience with him was, let's go on the interstate. Not even hesitated, just immediately, we're going on the interstate.
The first thing my aunt did with my cousin was she sat him in the car and said, all right, let's go. She didn't even, like, he almost went through the garage. Like, he wasn't even in park or in reverse. He just went. She was just like, wait, you can't drive? I thought you have a permit. I thought you could drive.
But I mean, it's just the fact that one day I'm sitting in my grandparents' kitchen, all of a sudden my grandfather says, "Hey Tyler, go get the keys. We're going for a drive." I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be funny to watch. So, yeah, oh no. There's that one meme continuously going, no.
I was trying to find that.
But I mean, so who knows? Who knows how it's gonna go?
All right, should we move on to the next topic?
What is the next topic? Oh yeah, bad decisions.
Bad decisions. Yep. Not sure whether this means that we're gonna share our bad decisions or discuss bad decisions.
Both.
Well,
both.
Yeah.
All right.
Josiah,
so who wants a bad decision I made? I'm gonna have to think. Oh, I can share this one. So one time, Jackson, you know this guy. So, Jackson, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So.
Wait.
In fifth grade, he and I were.
No,
what?
Talking to myself.
In fifth grade, he and I were pretty good friends, and he one day we were. So I was a walker. I walked home from elementary school.
Yeah.
And he was not. Yeah. And so one day he was walking with me and we were talking after school had ended, and we got into the walker line, and he's like, wait, why am I in the walker line? And I was like, it's fine, you can just come to my house. And so
yeah. I've arrived.
Yo, what's up?
Sorry I'm a bit late and I had a delicious lunch.
Hey.
It's fine. We started with driving. We're now on to bad decisions.
Well, let me start.
So let me tell you about the time I drank alcohol. No,
I'm in the middle of sharing mine.
That far.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, I had a good friend in fifth grade, and he took carpool home, so he had his parents drive him home. But I was a walker,
Who's doing
so I walked home from school.
Yeah, that's what walker means.
All right. So one day we were talking, and he ended up getting in the walker line with me, and we were walking out the door, and he's just like, wait, I'm not supposed to be in the walker line. And I'm just like, it's fine. You could just come home with me, and we'll call your parents from there. And so we ended up taking him home, except I had forgotten that my grandmother was picking me up that day, and so he had to get in the car with her. And so we were just sitting at the lake by my house for like 15 minutes trying to figure out what to do. And eventually we just brought him back to the school, and thankfully his grandfather hadn't gotten to the line yet to pick him up. So he just went back into the car. But it was like, it was bad.
Dude, imagine if his parents panicked. Like,
that was the thing. Like, that's why we were worried. But we brought him back, and they were like, he hasn't been called yet. So it was like, huh.
Bro,
it could have been bad.
I was a really dumb kid. Like, in fifth grade, I was pretty stupid. But like, I would have never thought about that. So, good job. All right, wait, who's already shared their bad stories?
We just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll think of one. You guys can go ahead.
All right. Jackson, do you have a bad decision that you'd like to share?
Oh, here's one. You've probably all heard this one before, but so basically, there was this kid in second grade, and he could not keep a secret. Like,
He physically
could not keep secrets. He was physically incapable of keeping secrets. Well, I decided to tell him every single person I had a crush on at the time.
Big mistake.
Yeah, I know. And every time, within like 5 minutes, everyone in the grade knew. So my second grade love life was completely ruined before he got there.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you probably do.
And
it's either Creaker.
We can hear loud noises from like plates and stuff.
I'm just putting stuff in the fridge.
Thank you.
All right. All right, there you go.
Okay, Tanner's turn.
It's just loud.
God. Which one? There's a handful, but I don't know really how far I can go in detail with them.
It doesn't matter how, like, just like give us a general idea.
So Jackson knows this story. I might have told you. In 5th grade, I wanted a way to talk to some of my friends outside of school because, not many people had phones at the point.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to. So I was like, let's find a way to do like a group communications throughout our friend group.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, I'm not going to state his name unless if you're going to censor it.
We can.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
So he found this group chat thing that was free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our entire intentions were to keep it completely G. Just like,
Yeah.
how are you?
Wait,
Right.
are we talking about?
What? Your Wi-Fi's... What? Repeat yourself, please.
You garbled.
Sorry, yeah, I just lagged.
Yeah.
Are we talking about?
No.
Oh.
He went to. I
Okay.
think. Didn't he have long hair?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then he cut it off.
Yeah, he cut it off.
So one day during science, and this is really the only point where we did this, we were sitting there just deciding to do it, and one of the people on the group chat got a bit carried away.
Oh no.
So
Did it trigger Go Guardian?
No, she's genuinely just looking around.
Oh.
It was you really think we had Go Guardian?
Yeah. No, our teachers were, the way our teachers monitored us was they would walk behind us and just look over our shoulders.
Yeah, this next few either cut out or censor. God, I hated Miss because she was she just magically appeared next to you. Just randomly.
I will most indeed.
She would appear out of nowhere.
Like,
now, occasionally she could be a fun teacher, but that was like once a semester.
Yeah, no, like once every 5th week out of one semester, something like that. Like the conditions had to be just right. She was, in my opinion, a bad teacher.
There had to be a blood moon that night.
Yeah.
There had to be.
It had to be full blood moon on a harvest fall night with a perfect 98-degree temperatures. Things like that.
There had to be exactly 14 clouds in the sky.
Yeah. Like the day had to be exactly 98.2 degrees with 1% humidity. Clouds were moving at a northwest. Just really odd conditions.
It had to be exact.
So we're sitting in science class and someone's getting a little carried away with the emojis. So we're like, hey, yo, stop. Someone who was nearby decided to open their mouth.
Oh no.
The science teacher found out, and within like 10 minutes, she's telling us to close our Chromebooks, stand up, go in the hall.
Really?
We go in the hall. On a group chat.
Oh.
We should have been doing our work as well. So, also, like I said, people were getting carried away. I'll talk about this after the podcast. So, next thing I know, we're walking up the hallway, up the stairs, to the principal's office, standing there, and yeah, that was probably the worst decision I've made. That, and when I accidentally broke some kid's Chromebook screen.
Did you punch it?
No, Josiah might know. I don't know if you know, Jackson.
Okay.
In 6th grade, we were doing some stupid stock game.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And, some kid behind me was getting very, very annoying. And I don't usually... I temper... But it's a building temper. Yeah, he'd hit the limit. He'd hit the limit. So, out of either pure anger or pure spite, one of the two, I closed this Chromebook. I closed this Chromebook screen, Now, I thought I'd closed it gently, or just like a bit of force.
Yeah.
Somehow I
realized he messed up.
Somehow I shattered his screen.
Okay, you may have closed it normally. I had a Chromebook. I had just gotten it back from it being broken.
Mm-hmm.
I turned it around to show my mom. She looks at it and she's like, "What did you do?" And I turned it around, and there's a shatter from the corner all the way down,
a massive
the entire
crack.
screen.
Yeah.
Like, and okay. I hit from just turning it around.
Yeah. Granted, his hands.
Yeah.
One hand was in it, but if you ever close like a laptop or a Chromebook screen on someone's hand, it doesn't break.
No.
It shouldn't. I've never had it happen.
Keyword, it shouldn't. But then again, our schools are
crap.
Yeah, our school Chromebooks are kind of doo-doo.
So
I closed my Chromebook screen normally one day, and the entire corner broke off.
The only time I broke my Chromebook is by punching it. That was a very rare instance.
What's ironic is I've gone through like 2 Chromebooks. Both have been issued. I've dropped my Chromebook so many times and it didn't break. One day, like I was just starting school. One day I opened my Chromebook, it was shattered.
Yeah.
I hadn't dropped it, I hadn't touched it in like a weekend. And I opened it up one morning at like 8:30 and
how dare you not touch me? I shall break.
Basically, yeah. So, but back to the story. I'm sitting in the principal's office.
Mm-hmm.
The principal's just like, dude, I know you didn't mean to do it. I'm not really going to do anything. Just like pay his insurance fee. That's it.
This isn't a bad decision, but there was one kid, his name was,
wow, that is a very like cliche name.
Yeah, but he was in my 3rd grade class, and he had a see-through backpack at the time.
Oh no!
But like, why?
Oh no!
No, this isn't. That would be a different story if you're thinking what I think you're thinking. No, that's a different story. But
is it because it was cool back then, or?
I don't know. He just had a clear backpack, like a see-through backpack. But he this is like completely irrelevant. But he one day he saw me eating oranges in class, and he told the teacher that I had stolen his oranges from his backpack. And like when he had come in that morning, there were no oranges in his backpack because everyone could see his backpack because it was see-through. But he kept telling me that I had telling the teacher that I had stolen his oranges, and the teacher sent us to the principal's office. And of course, we had our backpacks in the hall hanging on hooks back then. And so the principal checked the security cameras and just sent me on my way. So
what happened to the kid?
I don't know. I think he got an expectation for him.
Oh, what?
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, they're like little swimmers. So you have to. I've gotten like 3. I can tell that
Josiah
story.
Was a little bad boy, wasn't he?
Well, no, they weren't. They weren't ones I'd gotten on purpose. Like it wasn't inherently malicious things, but they were just bad decisions. But like it's.
Well, we're doing a story about bad decisions, so therefore, of course, it's a bad decision.
Yeah, but I
like how
it's basically like basically like a little form that you have to fill out what you did and why you did it and why it was wrong. But
we never had those at did we, Jackson? Nothing
kind of
like
a pink slip. Kind of like a pink slip from Simmons.
We did pink slips, like
yeah.
I don't know.
But
imagine going to
what you did. You had to sign that you did it.
But here's the thing: did any of the teachers really care? No.
They never made it.
Probably not.
Not even close.
I was in PE one day, and we were playing baseball, and one of the girls was wearing a skirt, and it looked like it looked like it was made of strips of denim, and I was like, what? And so I asked someone about it, and they flipped up her skirt.
Oh,
so the entire thing went up, and both he and I both got detention slip or expectation forms for it. And I mean, it wasn't inherently like wrong. I was just curious. I was like, Is it because it? I was curious whether it was like all sewn together or if it was like strips. So.
Oh, come on.
But we got in a lot of trouble for it.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ! Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah. I don't think, did anyone ever go that? No, I can't think of anyone's ever gone that far.
What? How far? What do you mean?
That far. The lengths in which you just told upon that story.
I didn't do anything. I asked someone else about it, and they pulled up the skirts.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, conjoined punishments are kind of stupid. Like, when you get in trouble, or no, you don't get in trouble, but your friend gets in trouble, and then they bring you in? Like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, that. Thankfully, that doesn't really happen at this grade anymore. It's only when you're in, like, a really, like, smaller grade, and, like, the kid's mad
elementary
got
school.
in trouble. So
It could happen. It could happen.
It's always. Did you ever have kids in your elementary school who tried to get married in the playground?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
Oh right. Okay. So you gave me my bad decision.
Oh, speaker. Wait.
So actually, I have a picture. Hold on. I have a picture.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I still keep it around.
Where is this gonna go?
It's complete cringe. So my teacher, Miss, I think that's her name, my kindergarten teacher, I was like, all right, guys, we're gonna get married. I'm like, okay, so what is this, some type of food? I genuinely thought it was food. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And we set a date on Friday, right? And so, right, I forgot. So we wore suits and dresses. Wait, let me see if I still have this picture somewhere. We wore suits and dresses.
You do.
And we picked partners. I'm like, oh, so we have to share tables for this? And, Jesus. Look, wait, can I flip my camera? No, I cannot, but can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to show that.
I'm so thankful I have no memories of my, no photographic evidence.
Photographic evidence?
Hey.
I don't know why I still have this, but...
Jackson can back me up. Did not take photos.
No.
Lucky you.
Like,
we didn't do photos.
Only yearbooks and large events. That was it. Like, some kid could have done something amazing. No photo taken whatsoever.
The only photo that would have been taken would have been if it was a school-held event, and then it was maybe. Then it was like the afterwards with them with the trophy, not like during the event.
No,
my school would take pictures all the time, but they would rarely use any of the pictures they took in the yearbook. They were just like, we'll take a picture for the yearbook. We never use them for the yearbook.
Oh. Speaking of pictures, so in the Simmons yearbook, me and Josiah, it was at one of our dance.
Yeah, let me go get that. I can go get that.
Okay, never mind. Somebody's banging around the roof. That's annoying. Please stop.
Do we need to make a rule stating that no carpentry or woodworking can be done in the background? Like, I feel like that should be implied, or just no.
Alright, Jackson, I have a picture.
Why do you think it's called the Locksmith podcast?
So, me and Josiah, it was at one of the school dance. Why is it every time I start talking?
Maybe the hammer doesn't want you to talk.
Maybe, who knows? But anyway, so it was at one of the school dances, and the yearbook staff just like pulls me and Josiah aside. It's like, hey, we need to take a picture with you guys. And so then they just take a bunch of pictures of us. We're just like, okay, whatever, why not? And then, of course, in the yearbook, as you can on Josiah's screen, it says, "Please stop the hammering."
Oh no!
Jackson and Josiah absolutely love the photo booth, and we're like, you made us take the pictures.
They used your name.
We did it because you told us to. Also,
they used everyone's names. They used everyone's names. But they just like it's on. There's 2 pages for this, or there's 1 page for this particular dance, and we're just right there, and we're just like,
you guys look so uncomfortable.
I'm so thankful.
We were. They just pulled us aside.
Well, yeah, that's the second.
picture of you guys.
Jackson, that was the second dance I'd been to with Locksmith, and I hadn't seen her yet, and so I was nervous.
Okay.
Jackson I believe I took Jackson, or Jackson took me. Drove me there.
Not like dates, but
you drove me.
Like, I am so thankful that that everyone in the school system refuses to do anything involving me. I am so thankful.
Wait, guys.
Random
question. Did we ever get like yearbooks this year?
I think we're supposed to pick up at the school at some point, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we've been scammed.
Thanks to the Rona.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
See, if you say the Rona, it doesn't matter because it's the Rona. It's not.
It doesn't matter anyway.
It sounds like a nickname for the Roomba. Which, by the way, I would love to have. That would be incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
Why, Reddit? Why?
Oh, Tanner.
Yo.
Jackson.
Yo.
One of the kids said that they want to save up and get Chambers of Roomba for the band room.
Oh.
Because he's always complaining about how messy it is.
You know, Miss Morgan always complained, but do you know what she did? She got some 5th grader to come in and after
vacuum.
3rd grader, just to come and vacuum the floor. Is it that hard to ask someone?
No, not really.
I think she has too much pride to do that.
Chambliss pride.
Chambliss? No, that man has no pride.
Okay, I guess I was wrong. Wait, isn't that the new director?
That man has no pride.
Yes, he's new. Well, he's not new. He's been there for 2 years now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, did you guys hear that? I know this is off topic again, but did you guys hear that Minecraft Dungeons came out today?
Oh my god. Why?
Because Minecraft. Alright, so who else has not told their bad story?
I think
that's all of them.
Yeah, we've all told one. If there's any more.
I mean, as rugged as I may seem, I don't really have bad stories aside from that embarrassing photo that I should probably burn in a bonfire.
To all our listeners, if you have an if you have a story in which you feel comfortable telling, go ahead and put it down in the comment section below. We recommend it.
Hey.
We recommend it at your own expense.
Yeah.
Also, no hate.
And there may or may not be a chance your story gets read. Now we couldn't care less.
No.
I mean,
now there's incentive.
Anyway, okay. So
anytime
somebody says coronavirus, I'm just gonna play this song or this sound.
Coronavirus.
I'm just gonna.
Why do you have a soundboard?
Why do you have it set up?
No, I just Googled it because.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, just keep it there.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter. Sorry, I just got into Family Guy mode.
Topic. Josiah is a
robot. Oh god.
Right.
Wait, okay. Josiah is a robot.
Yes.
Robot.
Okay. So
supposedly.
Okay. So me and a couple of wait. We need first. Okay. Yeah. So. Me and a bunch of other people were we kind of just started a conspiracy theory just for the fun of it that Josiah is actually a robot. We came up with a ton of evidence for it.
Well, it was at so I don't remember how it started, but Harry Potter kept calling me a robot, and so eventually I asked Indiana at Carpool one day if I was a robot, and she said yes, of course.
Post editing, that's gonna sound so wrong because it's bleep. I mean, Indiana. That's gonna sound so wrong.
Anyway.
Why?
Anyway,
never mind. Go ahead.
They so they just came up with a bunch of reasons why I'm a robot. Apparently, I don't laugh right.
I've never heard you
I always
laugh.
wear gray.
I will present the evidence.
I think you have. It's just not. You've heard me laugh when we were watching stuff at Jackson's house on his TV.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So for our first piece of evidence, Josiah prefers pens over pencils.
Robot.
Whoa, hold on. What do you got against pens, man?
What are you implying, Jackson?
Because
robot gang.
Because Josiah prefers pens over pencils, it means that he is less prone to make mistakes, or he expects himself to not make as many mistakes. Therefore, and robots don't make mistakes as much as humans. So a normal human would prefer to use a pencil, whereas a robot would use a pen.
I've made a lot more mistakes than I would have if I was a robot.
Or it's just that IB conditioned us to use pens.
Or maybe,
maybe. It might
you're
be
a robot.
and then this was another.
Hold on. What if you're a robot programmed to act like a human and make mistakes?
As far as I'm concerned, I'm not a robot. But
you're a sleeping robot.
I've offered to let I've offered to let Harry Potter cut me open to check that I'm not a robot, because I'm not a robot on the inside. I have bled before, but she doesn't.
That's just a red-colored dye or red-colored water.
Yeah, it's thick red-colored water.
I mean, like cut open my cut me open, like once I died, cut me open on the inside. Like
what would it matter if you died? You could just recharge.
No, that's not my point. I'm saying once I die, I'm not going to care. You can cut me open and see my organs and stuff. There's no electronics.
Wait, would that be surgery or a repair?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay, and then reason number 2. Josiah does not express emotion. Okay, so the joke was...
I do, but not to you.
Yeah, Josiah just wouldn't wasn't a super emotional, and that was our logic behind that. Because he's not crazy emotional, he's a robot. And then here was our third piece of evidence. Josiah is scarily good with technology.
Okay, no. Okay, Josiah, random question. Do you have parents that aren't really what's it called? Well tempered with technology. They're not really exposed to technology that often.
They are exposed to technology. They have a lot of technology, but I'm pretty much the tech person in the family.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, because I'm the tech person in the family, because I have relatively old parents. So
yeah,
they
Jackson,
need help
I do show emotion, but I do it, Jackson, when mostly one-on-one with people, not in groups. Jackson,
so like a robot.
No. No.
No.
I won't show. I typically don't show emotion in front of a bunch of people. I think I really only do it in front of, I think I've done it in front of Tanner, and I think I did it once at a football game, and then I do it several times. I've done it several times in front of Ellie, I think.
Ooh, because she's special?
Yeah.
So, okay, reason number 4. Josiah is immune to the cold.
That's because I have Canadian blood, Jackson.
He's Canadian? No wonder he's so nice.
My mom is
all Canadian robots.
All Canadians are robots.
They have
no wonder they're so nice.
No emotion, and they just repeat the same thing every day. Get up, eat maple syrup, and move on.
Hey.
That's not true. Tanner. There's also creamed honey.
Wait, guys. Hear me out.
Sure.
What if we're getting this wrong? What if Josiah isn't a robot? He's a cyborg because his mom is a robot.
That's more likely. That I'm a cyborg. Because it would explain why I still bleed properly and why I still have to breathe.
Yeah.
See, I'm big brain.
And then the final one. Okay, this one, you have to get a little bit of backstory. So Josiah does have glasses. And so Harry Potter's biggest reason for why Josiah
I remember this one,
is because he doesn't, because he can see just fine without his glasses. He doesn't seem
No,
to
she
need
said, I don't seem to need them. Did I send this one to you? Did I send all these to you?
I think you both sent that one to me. I remember at one point I just texted like everyone and just was like, okay,
Yeah,
I
you
need
did.
some more reasons. I'm trying to build up a file.
And I mean, it's my prescription isn't that bad. It's gotten a lot worse since those reasons were made up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not. People need to understand this about people with glasses. You can still see color. It's just blurry.
Yeah.
It's like looking through like a magnifying glass.
So if there's a red and blue object right next to each other, does it blur together and make purple?
It depends on how far away it is or how small they are.
Like right next to each other, and they're pretty big.
If I hold out these pens over here, I can still tell that they're the same color, but closer to each other, they kind of blur, but not very much.
I'm gonna send you a meme. I want you to insert it. Right.
So Jackson's the robot here.
Yeah, Jackson, you kind of garbled there. Hello, Jackson. Okay, Jackson has died.
System failure, resetting, simulation restart.
I want you to insert it in. Just in a sec.
You kind of glitched there, Jackson. All right. So, do we want to move on to the next podcast or the next subject?
Yeah, let's fill this episode. Let's go.
Jackson.
I just
Jackson.
I want you to insert the meme after that conversation. Just say
Jackson, did you finish your list?
Of what?
Your list of reasons.
Oh yeah, I didn't finish the entire list, but okay, I did send you a meme just now that has to do with people with glasses. So just insert that in.
Oh, I've seen it. I think I've seen it. Yeah.
Just insert that.
Okay. So anyway, do you want to finish your list?
That was the list.
That was the entire list.
That you don't seem to need glasses.
Oh, okay.
I think that was it. We might have more, but
I've changed it to cyborg. Josiah is officially a cyborg.
You'd have to go check with Harry Potter, Indiana. They're the masterminds of the whole conspiracy.
I believe I have a couple more reasons from Harry Potter, but I don't know if I'll be able to find them.
Yeah. So now, if we're ready to move on to drama, the final one.
I'm glad I didn't miss this one.
Yeah, but we moved it to the end so that you wouldn't miss it.
Thank you.
So,
are we gonna do like Killer Keemstar intro?
Nah. So this one is actually gonna be This one's actually probably one of my favorite stories, because this has happened way too many times, and it's still like basically a meme among our friends. So
yeah,
the first time was a little over a year ago. So I have a history of I've done it like 2 or 3 times where I've played a prank on everybody and made it look like I was dating somebody, and then I'll just keep it going for a couple days. And in the second example, oh come on, Josiah just sent me a text that is a rich bait. That has to do with the first story.
What did I miss?
Okay. Wait a minute.
We're moving on to the drama now, Tanner.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So
wait, Tanner left?
Yeah.
Bruh.
A little over a year ago. So Indiana had a spare movie ticket to a Marvel movie. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm fine with seeing the movie. It'll be cool. So I was like, sure, I'll come watch the movie with you at the theater. And because she had like 5 free tickets and no one else wanted to use them. So we went and watched the movie together. And Josiah was texting about it. He says, I hope you guys have a good time.
Yes, but I dropped my phone. And so it typed a winky face emoji after it. And so it sent, have fun, winky face.
So we took that to mean he thought
that was a chance of luck. Holy crap.
It was hilarious. But we looked at that and we're like, okay, hold up. So me and Indiana looked at that and we're like, what if we made them think that I made a move and now we're dating? And that was so it was hilarious. Basically, we started texting over the group chat just with this massive conversation about just what happened. Josiah and a couple other people would just ask questions, and we would just give either vague or weird answers. Like Josiah asks if I did the arm move, where I slink my arm behind.
If the stars aligned, I did the arm move.
Exactly. I was like, oh yeah, of course, it's a classic. And so, and then
I'm over here with not anything to do with the group chat.
Yeah, you and a bunch of other stuff like that. Apparently we also had a quick makeout sesh during the middle of the movie. Or that's what we implied.
Couple stuff.
Yeah, that's what we implied. What else?
But then
there's a lot of stuff.
But then
there's more.
The Fire Nation.
Indiana texts me and she's like, "Hey, you want to know what actually happened tonight?" And I'm like, "Sure. Did y'all hold hands or something?" And she's like, "No, absolutely nothing happened. But do you want to turn this on Jackson?" And trick Jackson. I'm like, "Sure."
So cross.
Yeah. So because she
and
Jackson were trying to prank me, and we turned it on Jackson.
And it was hilarious.
So I send over the group chat. Hey, did you know about all these girls Jackson has made moves on? There's this girl, there's this girl, there's this girl,
there's
this girl.
Of 20 different girls that I supposedly had gone on dates with, other than her, and I'd made moves on and stuff, and all this other things, basically to prove that I was disloyal or something. Just
quit
around.
Quit.
And
just off to the side, Jackson's a player.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it was a massive list.
Hey Jackson, hey man, hit me up if you got 2 minutes.
Well, I hooked up Harry Potter's brother, so I can hook you.
Wait, okay, bleep that out. Sorry, my bad.
No, I'll tell you about that. Well, actually, no, I'm not.
Yeah, can you tell me?
He doesn't like me about that.
Next time I get the chance, I'll ask him.
I embarrassed him a little bit. He's
With
not
the
really
power of peer pressure.
Anyway, so then they basically turned it on me, and it was hilarious. Basically, this giant argument over the group chat, basically, of just Chloe accusing me of cheating on her with every girl ever. And at first it started out it was actually pretty good. It was actually hilarious. That it actually went amazing. And because I was like, oh yeah, Chloe, that was an amazing idea. I was like, okay, Josiah, that was actually pretty funny. Yeah, good job. I was thinking this, and then Chloe just I start texting Chloe. I'm like, I ask her a couple times, just hey, is the prank still going? What's going on? She doesn't answer any of my texts for 3 days.
Oh,
so I'm just
committed. Oh
okay,
my god!
I didn't know what was going on at that point.
Committed.
But
Jesus
it
Christ.
was amazing.
10 out of 10, Chloe. Good job. I commend you.
And then
and then there's the second one.
Okay,
yeah, the one that me and Jackson did.
Yes,
yeah.
This one was honestly amazing.
This had to do with my Juan box.
Yes.
Juan.
Your what?
Earlier
my Juan box.
Oh, I was in on this too, and I like the Juan box.
My
Juan box. Juan box?
So,
Juan.
So there was a joke that Josiah had his wand box from Harry Potter.
A wand box.
Wand.
No. There's two. There's a wand box and a wand box.
Yeah, one of them was where he kept his Harry Potter wand.
Yeah, wait. So
magic
this is my wand box which has a wand in it.
Yeah. And
no way.
one of our other friends, misheard wand as Juan.
Juan.
And she thought that Josiah had a box of Mexicans.
That's what I thought for a second.
Yeah. A bunch of dudes named Juan just chilling in his room.
And therefore,
Juan, I summon you.
Jackson and her made me a Juan box. A box full of pictures of guys named Juan.
Yes. And then I gave it to him for Christmas.
Jingle
Juan Solo.
Juan, jingle all the
Juan Solo, Juan Cena.
Juan Cena. I never heard of that one.
Muscular Juan.
Yo, did you just send him an invisible pic with some sombrero on it?
Politician wands, activist wands.
Oh no, not activist wands.
Yeah.
Those are the worst. Those are the worst wands.
Well, basically,
I invited Josiah missed the dad jokes,
so I could give him this wand box as a Christmas present. And after he comes over to my house, I give him the wand box. I recorded it, and I have a video of it somewhere on my phone. But after that, we were just sitting in the.
We might be able to put that in the video.
Yeah.
Blur my face.
Oh, what wand it is to have.
We were just sitting sitting in here, just like on the couch.
Tanner's just in the middle of another dimension.
On the couch, it's just like, well, now what do we do?
Just stoning out. Nah.
And so then we're like, wait, what if we play a prank on everybody else? What if we make it look like me and Leah are dating now?
Oh.
So Leah.
Whoever Leah.
Leah's but her name is Leah in the third podcast.
Yeah. So.
Wait, I don't even know who this person is, man.
She's a rising ninth grader.
So, if anyone's wondering what I'm doing, I'm just playing solitaire. I don't
playing solitaire, bro.
I don't care at this point.
Okay.
So me and Josiah, we worked together and we created a bunch of fake text streams. Basically, hold up.
Yeah, so we created a bunch of fake text streams of him and Leah talking, and he sent me a picture of him and from Homecoming.
We tried to Photoshop that.
I photoshopped Leah's face onto body, and it looked like he and Jackson. And I changed the color of the dress. And I'm gonna send it over the thing if I can find it. But it was creepy looking because the face wasn't the right size.
That was an abomination. What you created.
Yeah.
Did it just look like a bobblehead?
No. It was just the face that I made. But it was
fake texting streams, and Josiah slowly sent them over the group chat, and we flirted. We just I asked her out or something like that. Eventually, we started to slowly let people in on the prank. One of our friends, Dylan, I got him in on it, and I actually got him to try to send over the group chat one day that he had seen us on a date at some restaurant.
Okay.
And the prank ended before that, but either way, it was pretty funny. But it went on for a month or something like that, just because it was the reason we eventually ended the prank was because in one day, 3 random people that I just never met before came up to me and was like, "Oh, I heard you were dating some 8th grader." I was just like, "Oh, poop."
And this is the story of how it got made.
Before this prank becomes a school-wide rumor.
Before this prank possibly becomes illegal.
All right, so it's not illegal. It's just a 1-year difference.
I know, but it's a joke.
But and then I don't know if there might actually. Oh, the funny part was though. So at lunch that day, we came up and just it was a prank. We created the text streams. It was a joke. We were deciding to mess with you guys. Well, apparently, 2 or 3 of our friends who we hadn't let in on the prank yet, they weren't there that day to figure out that it was a prank. So about a month later, one of them comes up to me and is like, "Wait, so are you still dating Leah?" I'm like, that was a prank. We told everybody that like a month ago. That was pretty bad.
So basically, you got debated.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that's horrendous.
I know. It's horrid.
Horrid.
Dude, the hairline literally looks like the Sahara Desert.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Skin tones do not match up whatsoever.
No. They're both dark, but they're different kinds of dark.
It makes me want to gouge my eyes out.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just going through my pictures and I saw it. Anyway. Let's see. What other stories do we have? Do we have any other stories?
None that can be said upon this. None that can be said on this podcast from me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've done some other prank, but like I don't remember it. Okay. Well.
Ooh. What about
Well, I guess.
Wait. I'm not sure how many of you know this. Probably just Tanner, actually. But Tanner, you know about what was it? The
Oh my god.
Sorry.
So do you remember the storyline for that? Do you know the trumpet?
Yeah.
Or not the trumpet, the trombone. Shrieker.
Sorry. Say that one time.
You know the trombone player?
Yeah.
So last year, he and his girlfriend, his current girlfriend, named, and we'll cut those out. We'll place them with, I don't know, Bob and
Jack is Bob.
Jenny,
Okay.
I guess.
Just use
right.
Yug.
Yug and Jenny. Yug and Jenny.
Yug and Jenny.
Yug and Pepper. Yug and Pepper. Yug and Pepper. So Yug and Pepper, they were both in home ec, I believe it was, and they I came out from I was in a different class, and I came out one day, and Oznurol, I guess, was like, dude, Yug has a crush on Pepper. It was like, what? And he's like, yeah, they were like super into each other during home ec, and meanwhile Yug just completely denies it. And then at the the very end of the year, like the very last week of school, Pepper comes up to Yug and tells him that she likes him during PE, and he comes up to me afterwards and he's like, so yeah, Pepper likes me. I'm like, what? What? And so yeah, now they're dating.
So that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I don't really know how to respond to it because I barely know them.
Yeah. All right. So do we want to do one more?
One more what?
I really don't care.
We've been going for about an hour.
I think we have an hour and a half of audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we have an hour and 8 minutes, almost 6 minutes. Do we want to do the middle school / freshman experience?
I'm okay with
Middle
that.
school / freshman experience.
Yeah, like our experience as being freshmen and middle schoolers.
Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I'd rather not.
Do you want to?
No. So I wrote a song last night because I took a shower and yeah, showers are nice for songs. Anyways, I wrote a song about freshman year. It's not really good. It's like because I wrote it last night, but I don't know if Google can let me send this. Hold on. Going to notes. Do any of you use notes like at all?
Notes?
like the Notes app. Wait, do you guys have phones? iPhones?
Oh,
sorry.
No. Jackson has an iPhone. None of the rest of us do.
Jackson, do you use Notes?
Jackson's muted.
Well, let's go, boys.
Everyone but you and I are muted.
Tanner heard a song and left. No. So yeah, I wrote this entire thing last night because I don't know why, actually. But taking a shower really helps, I guess. Also, Jackson, you're muted.
Yes.
Would you like us to put this? Would you like to us to put this in the pod? Like, put it up on the podcast?
Nah.
No.
Good. But I will take some bits from it. High school is stupid political. Like, it's so dumb how political it is. Like, you guys are 15 through the age of 18. You are starting to vote by the end of high school. And there's no guarantee it's that year you start to vote. So why are you getting so political, man? Yeah, that's about it. I hate politics is what I'm trying to say. I don't mind politics, but if you ask me about it, I don't like it whatsoever.
I mean, I'm okay talking politics as long as it's a discussion and not an argument.
I do absolutely no politics.
What I missed? Huh? Politics? How can I get involved?
We're going over the middle school and freshman experience, and Streaker has mentioned that freshman year was very political.
Stupid political. Yeah, I also, there was a lot of unnecessary drama. Not necessarily in school, just this year in general.
Yeah.
The Rona.
That too.
It was also last year. Jackson and Tanner. Well, not even Jackson. You might know. I know Tanner does. I think.
About what?
So last year, 8th grade, everyone thought and I liked each other, or Indiana and I liked each other. Like even Harry Potter thought that.
No.
Really? Was she disappointed?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Nothing. Never mind.
Disappointed. She was what? What do you mean?
I'm not gonna elaborate on that.
Okay.
You sure about that, Streaker?
What?
Yeah, sure about that.
Oh wait, is this something that can be taken out of context? So basically, I mean, like, oh shoot, he's not interested in me. That's it.
No. Oh, I thought you meant someone else. Okay, no, not like that. No. So she actually didn't. She didn't like me, and I didn't like her. But everyone thought we did. So that was there was a lot of drama. 8th grade as well. Yeah.
What was that show called? Total Drama Action?
Oh, Total Drama Island.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that show basically encapsulate my first year in high school.
Every so often, somebody's just gone.
Yeah, someone just leaves and comes back even worse.
Every so often, someone just gets voted out.
Voted out, then voted back, then voted out again.
Over and over.
When the boy who simped that got kicked out asked to rejoin. Wait, speaking of which, simps. What do you guys think about simping?
Oh, good lord.
I mean, I don't know.
If you do it, you've given up on life.
Yep. I would say it's not ideal at all if you're going for, like, a proper relationship with someone.
No.
Yeah, that is very true.
Hi, itty bitty. Hi, Miko. Hi.
Sorry, did Tanner just use some baby voice?
I have my puppy right here. I have a dog.
This is such a rare occasion.
Yeah, I know.
You know, right?
We need to celebrate. We need to throw a festival.
Tanner will use a baby voice on one occasion, and that's if there's a puppy right next to him.
Hey, I don't care if she's 2 years old. She's still small and tiny. I love this dog.
Exactly.
Rightfully so.
Oh,
I really want a dog.
I should show you my uncle's dog sometime, like in the future. I should show him to you.
I have a neighbor. I have a neighbor, kind of.
Okay.
They live like 3 houses away. My brother and son of the owners are friends. So they the son of the neighbors. Sorry, why did I say owners? They're friends. My brother and their son. So they have a dog named Bill, and it's like 3 years old, and I love that dog. Like I, I want to steal it, and I feel like they don't really care. Like, dude, he's really dark though. Like, as dark as a Sharpie. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
dude, like, he's so cute.
Aww. You're okay. I'm just sitting here playing with her, so if you hear barking, that's why. Hey.
All right.
Wait, how big is this dog of yours?
She's a miniature schnauzer. Take a wild guess. She's like 16 pounds.
So I'm assuming she's a
as big as
giant,
my
dude.
cat.
No, she's tiny.
It's the size of my cat.
That was
Sarcasm, Tanner.
My cat is 16 pounds.
Hold on. Actually, I want. Stop. Stop. Stay. I'm trying to use the tape measure on you. Stop.
Wait, Tanner. You might want to go into explain.
I'm trying to measure how long. I'm trying to measure how long my puppy is.
Okay, because that could have been taken out of context pretty drastically. I'm trying to use a tape measure on you.
She's tall. And she's about 20 inches long. She's not big. She's tiny.
You said she's not thick. I was about to say.
Hi, big. Hi, son. Hi. How you doing? Oh. Somebody.
A moment of silence for Tanner's front.
You two are going. You three are going on about something stupid. I'm over here with my puppy. Okay.
Yo, we just need just make an entire podcast short of Tanner just playing with this dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Edit this part out and make this a special Patreon special. Tanner plays with this dog.
What I feel like no one in the audience would have. Hi. Why I feel like no one would oppose that.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take all the parts where Tanner's talking to his dog, and I'm just gonna put it all into
make
one
a Tanner dog
video.
compilation.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna put it all into one separate video of just Tanner talking to his dog and post that on our channel. Just
Once
Tanner
it
talking to
reaches
the
the
dog.
10-minute mark.
She sits in the office with me, so you probably might hear it a lot.
Good. Give me all that juicy content.
What?
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably end it here.
Just on the random note, who would like to see or hear the Tanner dog compilation? If so,
Me.
Do something.
I would love to hear this.
Yes, just comment it or something.
I would like to.
If you'd like to see a Tanner X dog compilation.
Tanner X dog.
Yes.
What?
It'll just be
Tanner and dog compilation.
Yeah,
that makes
what
it sound like a ship.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said X dog. I was about to say, oh god, that's a ship.
Oh God, I hate you.
So, if you'd like to see a Tanner and his dog compilation, leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Please say yes. I would like to use that audio for my ritual.
Shaker's planning on doing a ritual to steal Tanner's dog.
Hey, you have some splaining. You got Lucy.
No. I'm worshiping your dog.
That's even worse.
That's even worse.
That doesn't help your case, dude. That doesn't help it.
I will find your dog.
Thank you.
There is only one person in this group chat who knows where I live, and even then, he can't find it.
Yeah, no. All right, well.
Right, thank you if you made it this far in the video. This was like an hour and 10, 15 minutes, something like that, of listening to us talk. Without editing.
Congratulations.
Thank you again if you've watched any of our other ones.
Yeah.
And
hope we didn't kill any of your brain cells.
Hopefully not.
Although
Shrieker, killing brain cells on this podcast is inevitable.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen. You have me on a podcast.
Hopefully, we didn't kill too many.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's keep it under about 2 billion.
Yeah.
yeah. There you go. That's perfect.
Okay, but if you like the video, and
maybe hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell, dab on them haters, and don't go. All right, Whip, I'm out.
Jeez. Okay, Shrieker. Please don't say that again.
Yes, please don't. Please
I won't.
Say that again. Never say that again. Anyway.
All right. Actually, make the real intro or outro.
All right. All right. So thanks for watching, and.